I hope not. But it might be a similar scenario like in the last game where Elephant just thinks that they're that much better that they can pull it off.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
I think at this
Morphling
point when
figures?
you're Elephant, you're gonna be as try-hard as possible. Like you failed twice already to qualify. You surely don't want to fail a third time.
But they are in the upper bracket.
close,
We have to remember that, right? They are in the upper bracket, so it does give them room to play around a little bit. Maybe they do give it a go. They test the waters. They do a little bit of limit testing. They try and understand where they sit. I don't know what's going on in their head, but they are running through a lot of reserve time for this pick, which does worry me a little bit.
Ooh, FY Hoodwink. Okay.
You seem confused.
No, I'm not confused. I mean,
Okay.
it's not like the FY hero that I usually expect. Obviously, he's a very good Rubik player, but that hero is not really something that I want him to pick at this point. But I think maybe I've seen FY play this hero a couple times. It's always something new, but FY, one of the best fours in the region. We'll see how he does with it. I like the Hoodwink. What game was it where we saw it get an Ags and all of a sudden it was just outputting so much damage? I want to say it was that Motivate Trust game at hour 44 game that we did the other week.
So this guy's doing
yesterday,
hour 44.
Was it just yesterday?
It was yesterday in the e-home game, I think, where Chalice kept getting picked off by the Hoodwink pushback.
Right.
Yeah, he did really well yesterday. Tidehunter, super good hero. They have a lot of disables. Kraken Shell is gonna purge all of that off. Then you get a Ravage out, and suddenly it's lights out for this RNG draft. Still curious about what carry they want to pick though. It could be a Mars middle also, and then Kunkka Mirana offlane. I don't know what these stone likes to play more.
I see.
I wouldn't mind that either.
Let's put the Kunkka offlane then, right? What do you think has to be their round out for RNG to really enable that?
And they need a win condition now. They got a lot of team fighting. They got a lot of stuns. They need someone to bring them into the late game and actually carry them. And what could that be? It's tough. Like Morphling seems pretty decent, but you have a Lion against you. We have seen many times where you're this really far Morphling, you get hexed, and you're just dead.
Or you morph into all Agi and you just get caught by a rocket flare or something. Obviously not in this game, but you know, you're fly and you're just not avoiding that.
I mean, potentially Phantom Lancer, but you don't really lane too well into a Tidehunter. That could be a problem. It's not an easy pick.
What are some good lane matchups against Tidehunter?
There's Slark, that is good. Ursa is good.
But you're just not feeling any of them really fitting into RNG and what the heck.
Yeah, Slark is not really a meta hero either. Okay, so safe lane Lash. Or safe lane TA even. We don't know yet.
Yeah, it could be safe lane TA.
Okay. How about just give me an anti-mage then? I think AM is really good here. It owns Tidehunter in lane. Blind is a little bit scary.
10 seconds.
We talking anti-mage again?
Yeah, I was
the
gonna
best
say,
hero of
I can see your
2014
face.
ever?
You wanna anti-mage hype it up. Go on.
I'm already ready. I'm ready.
Yep, do it. Go on.
I'm getting into the game.
Yeah.
Anti-mage 2014. I'll make the joke 2 games in a row. It's fine. we like to really make callbacks here. But yeah, Anti-Mage 2014 will bring it back to ESL1 New York. This is going to be the hero to pick. I'm hoping it gets big this time. I'm all in.
Nobody's going to pick it though. It's just wishful thinking. They're probably going to go back to something more boring. Well, it's because it's not really meta, and it's a pretty risky hero as well. So most teams just...
I feel like
it's very God King though.
Yeah, I feel like we know China is this meta-making region too, right? They can make AM possible. They can make AM their own meta.
Yeah, I mean, actually against TA it used to be a terrible matchup, but now that you have the 8 armor talent on level 15, it's a very decent matchup. You own Lashrock, as I said, you lane very well against Tidehunter. It's good. Good. Do they want to do it? I don't know. There's Ursa as well, who could be good.
Ursa's a more likely pick as you speak of the meta. We've seen it a lot more.
Much more likely. Potentially a Monkey King, but that has been fallen out of favor a lot. So probably not that either. Oh my god. What
I
is
should have, as soon
happening?
as you said it was a perfect AM game, I should have just immediately been like, oh, Arc Warden. Yeah, that's what they'll do. They'll just
Naturally.
flip that. They'll flip the M upside down and make it a W. That's what they heard.
For Wumbo, obviously.
But apart
Why is
from
everyone
having,
going back to this Arc Warden now?
look,
Totally
okay,
worked in the last game.
apart from a little bit of Arc Warden PTSD, let's say he uses both heroes. Let's say he uses Arc Warden to 100%. Line up. Which one do you like? Which team do you like? Regardless of Arc Warden PTSD.
I
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can, regardless of Arc Warden PTSD right now. It's just, I just watched it. Like it just happened. I'm
Yeah.
going elephant. I have to. Oh God, Arc Warden, why do you do this to me? I hope he uses both heroes. I'd love to see it because I want to see Arc Warden at full potential. It's not that I like don't. It's happened so many times. We've cast this situation like 4 times already.
I mean, Arc Warden isn't even like super hard counter to anything this game because Leshrac, the damage goes through the dome. You know, the evasion does not matter for Edict. I'm gonna go for not RNG.
Okay, not RNG. That's so you both got away with elephant. I'm gonna ignore the Arc Warden PTSD and I'm gonna go for RNG. I think maybe they're gonna pull a rabbit out of a hat for this game, but there's only one way to find out. So please take it away, Black and Bkop.
Prepare for battle.
Danke, danke.
Yeah. Thank you. All right,
Yeah.
if we're throwing out thank yous, I might as well, right?
Of course. You're always gonna be thankful
Everybody,
for the things you have.
Everybody tipping out the 5 positions.
Yeah, what are we looking at here? Kunkka against TA. It can go both ways. It's a skill matchup.
Wasn't the Kunkka decent against the TA? Like
Yeah. Because the Torrent
5.5, 4.5?
all reflection. Yeah, it's not terrible. I just said Somnus is a much better player, so I'm gonna take your word for it.
Okay.
Arc Warden.
I'm just gonna remind you, last time you took my word, it was the clouds that made that decision. This was me. This was
but
all me.
this time it is you saying it, so I trust you more than the clouds.
Nice.
I don't really know what to make of this draft. Like, Arc Warden is a decent finisher for the draft. You know, we said they needed a game winner. Arc Warden can be that. I'm really worried. Like, you know how life just gets shaped by your experiences? We have had really bad Arc Warden
The
experiences.
battle begins.
I can't comfortably say Arc Warden is going to own. Good stun combination. Should just be an easy
First
kill.
What? Ooh.
Oh, mishits. There's a lot of
Arrow
mishits.
Saves him.
It was like
And
3
misses.
misses in a row on the high ground there. Oof. Flyby? Or like
Getting lucky.
bye-bye? Arc Warden
I'll allow it.
lanes very well against Tidehunter though. Like, it should be a pretty easy lane for him. Especially with Red Panda supporting him. Someone is taking a lot of damage already.
Yeah, Flyby's taking a
matchup
lot of
can be
time
hard.
over him base, by the way, too.
Yeah.
Ooh, Torrent. If he lands a couple of those Torrents, D-Stones might find himself with a bit of an opening over mid, but like we've seen the last few games, TA, given the right circumstances, just runs away with it.
Yeah, so far though, Somnus isn't really able to find a whole lot of CS, only 2 to his name.
And it's going to get tough when the Torrent hits and your refraction's gone.
Yeah.
Just get
definitely some
walloped by that Tidebringer.
decent offensive windows on Kunkka for sure.
I want to say potentially level 4, this becomes very difficult for Somnus. Because if you've got two in the Tidebringer, 1 in the X, you can always line up that Torrent and make that Tidebringer available to hit on the Somnus.
Yeah, for sure. How is God King's Arc Warden? I've never seen it, I think.
I think it's decent. It's not really the hero that I recognize him most for. Like, when I think of God King, I definitely think of like his Jug We've seen his Medusa time and time again, or even back when I first saw him on the scene with Newbie, he was doing first item Midas TB.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely saw him play a lot of TB, a lot of AM, a lot of these harder carries. It makes sense. Arc Warden is in his repertoire, but yeah, we'll see. Maybe he's gonna prove us wrong, us Arc Warden haters. Would be pretty rough though for Elephant to drop into the lower bracket right here.
Yeah, for sure, because you're moving down to the lower bracket with at least 3 more series to get to the final, whereas you could be going up against eHome, which Elephant have had plenty of success against, and maybe find your way to an earlier grand final.
You never want to lose your second life early. Just like in Pac-Man, you know, when you only have 2 lives left, all these ghosts are chasing you.
Right.
Never a good sign if you get eaten up by them. You want to eat that.
Lose
What
those
is it even
lives.
called?
That
The power
orb
pill or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what it's exactly called, but it's when you turn all the ghosts blue.
Yeah,
And you
when
get
you
to
become
finally
big
turn
and
on them.
Scary. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's called
Get
power
to
pill.
turn around
I gotta
counts.
Google actually. Pac-Man power up. It's called the Steel Ball Power Up.
Is it really Steel Ball power up?
I don't know if Google says. No, it's called a Power Pellet. Power Pellet.
Ah.
That makes much more
The
sense.
double stun is a lot of damage up towards top for Flyby. I'm so glad he changed his name back. Went from Flyby to Flywin, and then now back to Flyby. I'm happy with the change back.
Flywin just doesn't roll off the tongue at all.
No, not nearly as much.
Yeah.
I'd love for
Flywin what?
I'd love for yours to go back to Paparazzi.
Yeah. I don't know why he went to Euros. And I don't know why Somnus went to Somnus from maybe.
Yeah, maybe it was a good name.
Yeah. A lot of agent plays there with the name changing for sure.
So Soundness kind of catching up here. He's only 4 CS behind D-Stones. Get the deny on that range creep. That's always nice. The damage coming out of the D-Stones, he needs to be careful.
Yeah, taking a lot of it. But easy X refill. Hi guys on
Yep.
Kanka. No problem.
Arrow not landing onto Eurus.
All the 3 side lanes are going very well for the Diado. All the 3 side lanes, sorry. All the 3 lanes. Yeah, still a mid lane in Dota. Don't worry guys, you didn't miss a patch.
You were technically right. All 3 side lanes, all 3 sides, sides of the battle.
Yeah.
I got you.
That's not what I meant. And everybody knows that, so they're gonna hold it against me.
Bushwhack, Acorn shot coming through on a God King will throw down the dome. He'll survive, but that aggression is really hard to deal with.
Yeah. I mean, Tidehunter, you will never be able to bully Tidehunter with this lane, of course. Like, you're just picking it to farm up an Arc Warden, which can be a little difficult against a hero like Tidehunter, because your right clicks don't really do a lot of damage. Euros, with the level 2
In that
Edict,
first spot.
yeah, side lane, Lashrock is very strong with a hero like Lion. Like, you disable them, or your level 2 Edict to deal a ton of damage. And if you are alone in the jungle, you're just dead. Mid lane.
Taking a look over mid.
Arrow.
Torrent lands. Arrow comes out. That's going to land as well. But the Earth Spike lands on 2. Might give an opportunity here for Somnus to survive. But Red Panda in front of him. He's going to need some good body blocks. And there's the Tidebringer kill. Bushwhack under the tower. Ghost Ship coming in. Red Panda. He's low and will finally fall. And now they land the Torrent out onto Super as well as the Arrow. One more right click coming in from Felix as he takes out this Lion.
Yeah, well played there by D-Stones, hitting pretty clutch torrents. And Somnus is not having a good lane at all. He's actually 400 gold behind him. I remember in Season 2 he struggled quite a bit as well in his mid lane. Maybe that's
He was
still
pretty
haunting him a little bit.
inconsistent.
Yeah. Did you catch much of the games yesterday at all? How was his performance there?
It was pretty solid. I mean, they had the 2-0, but it's more so when you're facing those harder mids. Like, when I said D-Stones wasn't in the top 5 in the region, I didn't mean it as much as like, oh, he's just not good. It's just when you're going up against the competition that they have here in the region, like it's tough to put him in the top 5. But Somnus goes up against Magma. You've got Dust in the mid lane, and on that team, I think Somnus is, even more than a step above Dust in that mid lane, and D-Stones is as well. So this is a harder matchup for Somnus, even though he performed really well in the first BO3.
Yep, I'd agree. It's always a little bit difficult. Also, the matchup maybe he's not really accustomed to because Kanka isn't picked a whole lot. Well, that could be a problem.
Going under for God King. Ravage committed on this. Eurus has also made the rotation, and they've got the stun. They'll get a kill. They'll take out God King. This potentially turning into a tier 1 tower as well. They've got the siege creep still alive.
Yeah, very good rotation from Eurus. Unexpected too. And as you said,
moving this right over mid. Because they're gonna go for D-Stones, who's out well too far.
4 heroes middle actually.
Man.
It's a massive rotation though. They do lose the bot tower and they're not really trading for top, so it's a very big win for Elephant. And obviously the coaching sessions with RTK paid off, because that map movement right there was efficiency pure.
Yeah. It's good on Yang too to recognize that. Sometimes you'll see them focus on the tier 1 tower, let that fight kind of happen, and get the get the tier 1 and secure it. But I think knowing that you have Eurus, who can have has level 3 in the Diabolic Edict, now level 4, he can take that tower. You're free to rotate and make that exchange.
Yep. So now 2k gold up is exactly what they're looking for. High pressure early game. Arc Warden is finishing his Midas now, but like if you're on the back foot already so early and Arc Warden doesn't really want to help you in those fights, those fights are gonna get really hard.
Arc Warden not exactly doing that great compared to Eurus, and with that rotation over mid from Yang, you've got Somnus back at the top of the net worth again, and he's going into that Dragonlance, of course, and he's almost got it finished off.
So a little bit of a farm war. I'd reckon as soon as Ravage is back off cooldown. Hey,
Eurus is getting so many free kills. Yeah.
Hey, just want to get level 6 on a Brewmaster. Not that it can happen.
It's only level 4.
Yang Ravage up in 20. Now they want to rotate middle and get that tower. They might have to trade the tier 1 top for it, but it's well worth it. Because after that they can start invading the triangle. Good spirit though.
I think with Eurus playing off the top lane, like they're willing to give that tower up to make something else happen around the map. You don't need to keep that tier 1 top alive as desperately as maybe you would with, say, like a Medusa up there who wants to stick to the lane.
Yeah, Carry Leshak is very special carry here. Like he can bring so much tempo to the game from that lane. You're not your traditional hard carry, but you still scale very well into the late game. I like this hero a lot together with TA. Like it makes perfect sense. It's exactly the kind of hero that we talk about, like when we say not too greedy, because you can play very high tempo and you can push towers very, very easily, which most other carry heroes like Dusa TA will never be able to do that.
And you've got that early possibilities coming through for the Leshrac, so Eurus level 4 in the Diabolic Edict. We'll see how quickly he wants to make a move here with the TA. And you've got the extra range now with the Dragonlance. We'll see if TA goes Blink or Deso next.
Brewmaster is very close to 6.
And that could be a big timing for them.
Yeah, that's what they need. Mars has Arena, Brewmaster 6, Kanka 4. They do have good team fight. It's just they will have a very hard time killing this Tidehunter. He has a hood, 1500 health, and if he gets that Ravage off, suddenly the teamfight can just turn around instantly.
Bye-bye. Up here, but super. He's smoked, potentially looking to go around and get the kill here onto the Mars. They've also brought up Somnus. They'll put the ward down to scout out any rotations that come into the tier 1, but they won't, and they'll get the kill. FY gets credit for it. Flyby gone as he's playing a little bit far and alone. Just farming in that spot in the top lane. Very susceptible to getting rotated on if he's going to just stay up like that.
Yeah. And what items does he have? He went into a hood, so no blink dagger for him, which makes initiating a little bit rough. You do have X mark level 4 soon. But is that enough initiation? You can get an arrow off it and then maybe force the team fight that way. But if Tidehunter is standing in the front lines and you can't blink past him into the back line, I don't know how you approach those fights. It's going to be very difficult. Big smoke up with the Lash Rock and his Yule Scepter.
Arrow comes in. It's going to land on the Urus. Now they've got the two-man tour. They're going to send the Ghost Ship out there. Arena down. Earthspike followed up. Super trying to do his job and, well, keep them away from the rest of the team. They've got the Bushwhack as well as the stun coming out from Urus. Not willing to pop that Ravage. Not willing to put on the full out fight from Elephant just yet.
It's a lot of commitment though for one Lion. Used Arena, used both. Still have to split, but without the other two big teamfight ultis, I don't think you can really comfortably teamfight them. But Elephant is actually playing it pretty slow compared to what I thought they would do. Like, they don't really want to pressure his mid tower too much.
I think they kind of stumbled a second, especially in that last fight, and that maybe took a little bit of their confidence away from making a move and pushing on forward.
Yeah, potentially, but you're still playing against an Arc Warden who doesn't want to be part of those fights at this point. So, playing aggressively early on and just trying to choke them out of the map as early as possible is very advisable. Mirana sitting in the trees. But FY is sniffing him out.
Ooh. And now he's gonna run after him. Helix under the tower. FY, he might have a kill here. Certainly does with the dust and the meld strike.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he was thinking. He only has an arrow. Level 1 Starfall. Yeah, that deserves a tip, I agree. It was kind of a huh moment.
Also give him the Arkosh line.
Yeah, then he gives him the English line back.
Hey, it's Halberd early for D-Stones.
Yeah, it's a good pickup against the TA.
All right, Yang just kind of walks right by Red Panda. Super X back here with the torrent. He'll end up dead to Flyby. Yang wanting nothing to do with that.
Yeah, that's the third
This is
death
just
for
leaving
Super,
Somnus
so
farm the jungle.
you're not really getting any core kills at all on RNG's side. Somnus has the one death to his name, but other than that, they've been relatively free. What is Tide going for? He went for just straight up pipe. Okay, just going for pure survivability. By the way, nice little trick he's doing. You can keep the hood locked for a double, well, hood effect basically.
D-Stones.
Oh, they call
Ghost
Euros.
Ship. Earth Spike, and that's all while Eurus is in the arena. We're gonna look over at Eurus, who gets speared away outside the arena. Wins the two-man stun. He's trying to run, and the right clicks, they'll get the kill. They'll take him out.
Wait, you said they speared him away?
It's really close. He got speared, and it didn't hit onto the arena.
Okay. I thought he speared him right after he saw him there, but must have waited a little bit too long then. Mid-tower now Desolator completed, that's a lot of damage. They still have split.
Ravage getting blown here, and they'll get the kill on a Red Panda, but that's Ravage just for the brew. And the tier 1.
And the Metal,
All right.
though. That's a decent commitment. You definitely want to get the tower away. Are they going to catch
Doesn't get
these stones?
denied. They're right on him on the X. They land the Earth Spike, but do they want to commit for this? Arrow splits the team.
It just literally travels past everybody. Okay.
Double damage here for Somnus. He's going to bottle that up. Maybe they get a pick off and go into Roche with a double damage. Wouldn't be the most surprising thing.
Of course, naturally, yeah. DD, whenever you think about Roshan, it has to spawn. That's just a given at this point. Leshrac going into the Shroud first item. Well, I guess Yules is the big first item. The Shroud after, just to be more tanky. They have a pipe on the team as well, as we previously said. So a lot of that magic damage is going to be mitigated.
Rotating over. Felix. He's got 1, 2 more leap charges. Got that charge back, so he's got 2 more. There's 1. There's the other. Bushwhack won't land.
Yeah, well played by him. The good news for this RNG lineup is that Super died a lot, which means his Blink Dagger will be coming out very, very late. He's only sitting at about 650 gold right now. And that's the big initiation tool for them. Tidehunter's going for a Blink himself, but you really want to have that strong single target disable on low cooldown, if you can. Another short pause.
Which potentially could come out a little bit quicker now that they got the Philosopher's Stone drop for Lion just now.
Oh yeah, that's an important one. He definitely needs that Blink Dagger up relatively soon. At this rate, with the Philosopher's Stone probably at about 25 minutes or so. How's Arc Warden looking? Just finished his travels. Midas and Maelstrom. He's catching back up to the top. Of course, the Arc Warden effect. What happened to TA's network?
Does he use it?
Oh, suddenly jumped up by 2,000 again. What the hell? That was such a weird bug. Was it 9.1? Now is it 10.4 again?
He just
Wait for the Blink Dagger before BKB. Which, with this DD, the next fight could be a very big one straight into Roche. Which is what they're looking for.
get that Aegis, potentially pressure these towers, especially with the Leshrac. It's certainly one of those things that gets me worried about Leshracs in the safe lane is sometimes they can really slow down to a halt.
Yeah. Usually want to pair Leshrac with like a harder sort of carry, not a TA. But yeah, as you said, if Lesh doesn't keep snowballing and having a good game from this carry lane, you are basically just left without a carry. Like TA can sort of take over the job, but compared to an Arc Warden, TA is nothing in the mid late game.
We'll see which way Elephant take it, how they're going to go about this with that Blink Dagger. Now having that double damage. Double damage could mean quick kills. If Somnus finds the right opportunity, or maybe even just putting the pressure on RNG enough to sneak a Roche. RNG aren't too careful. But yet another pause coming through, this time by Felix.
Yeah. He is the Malaysian player from the team, right?
Yeah.
Makes me wonder if he's in China with them right now, or if he's playing online. Because then he would have to use the VPN, of course.
I know when they were doing the LAN for DPC, it was just the China players there. So like X-Nova, nothing to say. Those guys weren't there on LAN.
That's the big upgrade to LGD then. Nothing to say on LAN. What a beast.
I want to say he was #1 for a majority of this year as well in the rankings, if not still #1 in the rankings.
I carried
for
him one
Dota.
game super hard with a +4 gyrocopter.
Ooh.
Dude, I dealt more damage than my entire team as a +4 gyrocopter. The game was legendary. When I send you the ID later, you can fanboy over me.
I can do that, yeah, definitely.
This game is still haunting me. We had a griefer. We won basically 4v5. It was a legendary game. Nothing to say. It's just always like, why are you doing this? When we tell you to farm, you fight. When we tell you to fight, you farm. Why?
Was he saying that to you specifically?
No, to our griefer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And our griefer is just like, we pick post for gyrocopter. No way we can win this game. Relax, bro. The daughter pup experience is on a different level, man. Like, you know how people have like a lot of drunk stories and everything? Like, you don't need that if you're a Dota player. You got a good story every day.
You just need pub stories. I mean, that's what you guys talked about when we were in Romania. It was always the pubs.
Yeah, I mean, every pub is a different story. Oh, guys, look at me. I picked this Ricky with double Daedalus and just kill everybody in one hit. Ooh.
Did you see that clip of me that was on Reddit when you got that, what, 6 stacks from one finger?
Oh yeah, that one. There was also some PogChamp moment. I can't believe we haven't seen a mid line yet. By the way, just coming back to that point again. Like, why is nobody doing it? It's so good.
They haven't seen you do it yet. They need to be inspired.
True. They need to let me play one game for them. Let me carry you as mid lion. Then you have to implement it into your own game.
I think you just need to make you need to make your own team. Make your own team, play mid lion, and you'll just be the innovators. Your team name, Innovation.
I think that might be copyrighted by a StarCraft player at this point.
That is very true.
A little bit of a longer pause this time.
And nobody disconnected, so I'm kind of wondering what's going on.
I mean, the stream has 10 minutes delay, so 5 more minutes to go. I'm just kidding, of course. I'm not.
Let me cover up the wards here.
Yep. Put on the fake minimap.
Yeah, I'm just a bad player. I don't even use fake minimap when I stream games.
Alright, what do we have in the game going on right now, though? The DD popped because it ran out of time. Are they just gonna go into the Roche pit with this, or... Like, they have a Ravage available. I don't know how confident they are in team fighting, though. Because even when they had Ravage up and RNG had nothing, they didn't want to pressure the mid towers, so... That tells me Elephant is fine with just trading farm for now, which is interesting, because as we said, you're playing with this Arc Warden, and he's beginning to catch up again. Do you want to give him that much time?
Yeah, you're definitely not trying to let an Arc Warden come back into the game or find himself some space where he has the opportunity to push you out. Like, he can definitely spread the team thin if given the opportunity, and right now I think they need to focus their attention on maybe closing him out. You know, get the BKB on TA and just try and get deep warding down.
He's still pretty far away from the BKB, though. And Leshrak is not even going for one. He's going for the Kaya Sanj route. And, like, they used one Ravage so far, is that right? Not two. One at the bot tower and one in the mid. So one for each tower. I do think that with this Ravage they should be able to take the Roshan with the DD here as well. Like, they have a very strong Roche pit fight. Maybe they're giving a little bit too much respect to the Brewmaster. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm not sure why. They focused him and used a lot just to get that kill. So I'm a little surprised that they were so willing to just do that.
Yeah, it was Finger and Ravage and Sharpshooter all on him.
Yeah.
But yeah, DD is gonna run out shortly, and they're not really looking to pressure. And TA as well as Leshrak are farming their own triangle together, which is never like in a position you want to be in. Because it means you're basically wasting resources elsewhere.
I'm not sure why. Maybe just taking that camp, looking to do something else with their time and potentially smoke, but that's not the case at the moment. Ooh, trap landing on a red panda. Nothing more though happening. As arrow avoided by Super, sidesteps it, but Ghost Ship coming in, they've got the X, and they'll get a quick kill onto this Lion. Again, a lot of that attention comes down to grabbing this Lion, as he has been a majority of their deaths so far.
Yeah, but this is bound to happen because Elephant admittedly is playing very passively, so if you play passively like this, it's much easier to get picked off. It is random, you know, people just walking through the jungle. This Lion was just trying to provide some vision, put down a deeper ward maybe. Or they caught the Mirana.
Ooh,
oh, missed the stun
not timing it right.
Yeah. A little bit early. They do have Blink Ravage though. Potentially catch 2.
Right on him, Blink Ravage coming out on the 2. Can they get the kill with the Bushwhack? They've got the stun from Uris. Oh, Force Staff back. Now in the dome, they've got a Primal Split. G-Stones is going to survive. They get the kill on the flyby though. Somnus grabbing that one. They'll look over at this Leshrac. They'll slam him down to the ground. He's stunned but not dead. Hex through onto the Arc Warden's Tempest double. Red Panda trying to keep up with these heroes and help them try to get the kill onto the Leshrac, but they can't get just that. And now that he's back to forming under the tier 1 tower, he is in a lot of trouble. Blink forward from Somnus, and that's going to be yet another kill here for Elephant. It's not the cleanest of fights, but it is clean enough where they don't lose anybody. This is by the tier 1. This is by Roche, maybe looking for one or the other or both.
It looked pretty rough initially when they didn't get the kill with the Ravage, but Somnus managed to solo kill the Mars somehow in the mid lane. And then rotates top, gets another kill into an easy Roshan. Maybe getting some TI8, TI7 Somnus flashbacks, where he was like the god gamer basically.
I'll have to see if it's the flashbacks with
Oh, no, not the final.
with the finals or without it.
We don't talk about that here, Bkop.
Okay. That's all I'll say.
No. Let the past be past. So they got it ages now. BKB is coming up shortly. His tier is going to be very, very strong.
Ooh, found Felix.
Mirana.
And the Earth Spike. Oh! He leaped over it. At least that's how it looked.
I mean, it barely didn't reach him in time, so it looked like he leapt over it, but leapt, what's the, I don't even know.
Leapt over it.
But, yeah, jumped over it, easy. He's making a lot of space, honestly. Like, there was like the 3rd or 4th attempt of the Dire to kill him, and he's getting out every time.
Yeah.
Big smoke towards the bot lane. Leshrac is running there. They might be catching yours in an unfortunate position. Do they have the damage to kill him though? They're mostly magic, and he has this hood upgrade. He's pretty survivable with the apple as well. Apples are good, guys. They give you 14 strength.
And an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Exactly. Eat your fruits, kids.
Red Panda spotted Moonlight Shadow to try and keep him alive, and it'll do just that. But not sure if that's really worth the Moonlight Shadow just to get Brew away. And you can't really use it offensively once it runs out.
Yeah, but no, sometimes you're just gonna... I mean, they're planning to play a defensive-ish game anyways, so... Not the worst. He's close to level 12. That's gonna be level 2 split, pretty important. And somewhat close to his Aeon disc as well.
Oh, Red Panda. Now forced to split. He gets the split off. He's taking a lot of damage on these pandas. Does he really just want to stand his ground? God King coming over. One right click in. A couple more. BKB gets popped in the melt strike. Oh. Somnus taking out Red Panda, and while that's going on, Yang, he'll get a kill here on a Felix. That's 2 around the map again for the side of Elephant. That will cost them FY as Flyby uses that arena.
Getting 1 trade in the bot lane at least. It's good. And the gold lead isn't really growing. It was two supports dying, which is good news for RNG at least, but it's turning into one of those defensive games again already, which is what we hate to see.
Yeah. Don't want to just see Arc Warden play defensively. Want to see an Arc Warden play offensively, play with both your Arc Wardens, not just the Tempest double. Try and make something happen.
Yeah. They're still being very efficient around the map though, RNG is. So they are getting items up. But yeah. I mean, we're just a little bit biased at this point. And by a little bit, I mean quite a bit.
I mean, way more gold on the Tempest double. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the 5th or 6th already that died in like the last 8 minutes. It's a lot of gold they're getting from it.
It really is just too much to give away. Which you'd think would be a deterrent, but no, these teams still pick Arc Warden and still willingly give away so much gold.
Look at that edict damage through the dome as well. Which is also why I said I don't like it a whole lot against Leshrac, because it's just not really a counter at that point. And Lesh is also a hero that loves to just be able to jump on top of heroes. So he is building into the Bloodstone lifesteal route with the Eternal Shroud as well, of course. Because we keep bringing it up. You need some sort of sustain against these clones to be able to push out the lane constantly against it, which is what he's itemizing for. Red Panda gone.
In some trouble, and he's gonna die to Somnus, who's now dominating. It's just continued aggression onto this Brewmaster time and time again.
You know, he finally reached level 12, but he's still ways away from his Aeon Disc. Mars is very close to his BKB. So the good news is they only have 1 physical damage dealer, which is the TA. And if Mars is in front of him, he can toggle Bulwark to kind of absorb most of his hits. So essentially they shouldn't have a whole lot of damage. Like this Kanka has BKB, he's very close as we said on the Mars as well. After that, they should have a good timing. Get some good teamfights going. How is Super looking though? He went Ether Lens actually over the Blink.
That's 1500 gold though. Another double damage bottled up for Somnus.
Roche isn't close yet though, so won't be used for that one.
Smoking heading top, but again, it's for Felix at the moment. God King gonna lose that courier though as that's happening, so we'll be aware on this Mirana.
They're actually getting a free tower. They have Felix making so much space again. Are they gonna use Ravage for this?
No. Yeah, it's odd how much they're focusing the Mirana and just allowing the rest of this to go on the map.
Yeah. As we said, the gold lead is growing, but very, very slowly. Like maybe 400 gold per minute or so, which is not a whole lot.
Ooh, they find Red Panda, but now the arena comes down. They've got the Earth Spike. They'll get the kill onto the Brew.
That's why
they're TPing in a couple as FY ends up dead, but they get the Hex onto D-Stones. BKB gets popped, but the damage coming in is going to be too much for him. It will. Somnus getting the kill there onto the Kunkka. Doesn't have buyback, and now that is troublesome for the side of RNG.
Yep. DD TA. I don't know how many times we've seen it throughout the last 3 games, but we had a TA in every game, of course. And every time there's a DD on this hero, he's just like 3 hitting heroes. Doing way too much damage. He's hitting for 500, 550.
It's too much.
Way too much.
Meanwhile, Tempest Double's trying to take bottom, and that's just not working out. Again, it's what we've seen from Arc Wardens every single time.
Okay, Bkop. Like, if this game doesn't work, Arc Warden against TA surely people need to start realizing it's not the answer, right?
Right.
It's not fast enough.
Oh God, Brew again, finger. No chance to get that split off, and I think the second that Red Panda's taken out of that, they don't want to fight that at all.
Yep. Uses BKB defensively to run away. And you can just see this mindset of pretty much everyone from RNG is just defend, 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 defend at this point. Like run, run, run. And not really fight a whole lot. Now the last tier 2 bot is gonna fall. Actually, they have one more top. But the map is shrinking rapidly.
Both mid
Now the
and
lead
bottom
is
are getting
also
pushed
growing
in.
rapidly.
Yep. That
10K.
gold that's just being given away by this Arc Warden is starting to pile up.
Okay, another one middle.
Smoke. They try to make something happen. They find the Tempest
another
double.
again.
300 is no
300
joke in
might not
terms
seem
of
significant, but like again, like I think they should add that to the end game screen. Arc Warden clone kill gold or whatever. I'm sure we're at 4K already this game around.
I mean, 300, it doesn't, by itself, that number seems insignificant. But if you think about it in GPM terms, you're getting half your minutes GPM for cores, and almost probably, for some supports, your full minutes GPM in gold immediately.
Yep.
From that Tempest double. And it's happening sometimes 2 times a minute.
It is a ton of gold. And it's not very survivable. 2k health is not a lot. Like if a TA jumps on it, it's dead. Lash finds it, it's dead. Very fragile, little boy. Like, he needs a Scotty. What is he going next for? Okay, this Scotty.
What does Tide have? He's got that 4-staff with that blink and pipe.
Yeah, just looking for positioning. Wants to be able to get deep into the backlines. Honestly, repositioning is so good against Arc Warden in general. It's a lot of tools at your disposal. Finally, Brewmaster picked up the Aeon disc though, so he should be able to get the split off no matter what. Another DD, by the way, on the TA now.
Yeah, I picked that up a little while ago, and it's just like, oh, another one, okay. And why not right-click and get the kill onto this
Not gone yet.
Well, no, that'll go the way of the Earth Spike.
Nope, super happy about that. I mean, 300 gold for a Lion at this point. He's super happy about this. Look how rich he is
Probably more
because of
than half his
Philosopher's Stone,
GPM.
too.
His GPM currently is, he's just got his minutes worth of gold in just that one Arc Warden Tempest double.
Ronald has been popped. They're looking for potentially the Lash, but he's really survivable. They need the Arc Warden clone.
They've got him, they land the spear, but now they come in with a Ravage. The BKB gets popped by Flyby. They've got the Ghost to follow this one up, but Eurus is A-okay. They'll get the Tempest double out of this fight with the BKB running out on Flyby. He needs to be careful. Acorn shot, Flyby caught. He's stunned up by Eurus, and then we'll get the kill onto the Mars. And all the while, well, Roche is up, and of course, there's a double damage to be used by Samus.
Yep. He's dealing way too much damage on Lash, and he's super survivable with his item build. Went for Bloodstone and Kaya Sanj and Eternal Shroud. This has a shard, which probably goes to the Lash. No? Taking the shard. TA did. I think Lash shard is way better than TA's though. Like sure, TA's shard is very good, but Lash shard is definitely S tier.
It really is. It zones out so much.
You remember how hard I tried to convince everybody and they were just shitting on it?
And then we saw it happen a couple times and people were still denying the fact that it's just such a good zoning skill. If you don't have BKB, the second and third stuns, you can't fight in that area.
Yep, and then after that, the next stun is already out. And
Yeah.
it keeps coming.
Easton's getting chased. FY coming
Water
over.
Park.
Acorn shot. Corn storm with the Earth Spike. That lands, and now this is a very very dead Kunkka, as he'll get hit
Zahandu.
by the sharpshooter. He'll get hit by the finger, and he is melted.
Yep. And honestly, at this point, he's just looking for finger stacks. He went for the 70 max health per finger stack talent. Just wants to survive more. Felix, he was on the prowl. But they're escaping. But that feels like this is all that RNG did the past like 18 minutes. Mirana ult, run. Try to farm side lanes. Haven't had a single aggressive move in what feels like forever.
It really isn't that aggressive from them, and they're just kind of playing that defensive style once again that these Arc Wardens kind of get shoehorned into.
Look where he's standing.
Again, I want to... If they want to upgrade the post-game screen, not only can you give us Arc Warden Tempest Double giving away gold stats, but also heat map stats.
Or maybe just Arc Warden time spent in base.
I'll take it. Take what I can get. Pushing through
At least
top.
he's taunting in base. No? Having a good time.
I don't know if I see that as a good time and or fun. Doesn't exactly sound fun to me to be playing hyper
Bkop, don't be
defense.
such a party pooper. Are you really fun to be around at parties, huh?
All right. It's very fun dancing, top hats, in your base, doing nothing. Sounds like the time of our lives.
Time of his life, surely. I mean, every time Arc Warden leaves the base, take a guess what it's for.
Midas.
Yeah, and then, yeah, we see it. Oh no, G-Stones! Where does he go now? He's TPing to the bot tier 3. Get the Midas off. Straight back to the tier 4s. My job, boys.
I got my Midas off. I did it.
I love his TPs as well. From the tier 3 bottom to the tier 3 mid with the clone.
Tempest Double trying to go for Somnus, but that's 300 more gold going Somnus's way, who does have this Swift Blink. Working with an Aegis, working with Hurricane Pike. Ooh, D-Stone's forced to use that BKB. Force Staff's almost catching him off guard.
It was the 4-step from Tidehunter, right? Yeah, from Yang.
Yeah.
Okay, juicy. That's a BKB down for a whole minute.
Certainly helps to try and push the high ground.
It's probably what RNG is thinking right now. What do we do?
In that exact tone.
Yeah. Well,
22,000 behind. Again, it just feels like it's a straight let us defend, see if we can hold the game.
yeah, but that feels like it has been a mindset in like the last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
He's on the hunt. They have a pretty good defensive ward there though, spotting out the TA. And some Mirana all to run. They need a gem on the side of Elephant. For sure. Oh, they caught the Mirana.
This time, can they kill the Mirana? They've got the lockdown. FY will get the kill. Felix finally falls in terms of, you know, getting caught up in a gank. Only like the first and or second time that they were able to close him down. Eventually looking up for Flyby.
It feels like Arc Warden is just like an ATM at this point. It's like cashing out money.
Yeah, I'd like my gold, please. Okay. Here you go.
Does Kunkka have the shard yet? He's not going for it quite yet, huh? Oh no, he doesn't have it, yeah. It's a pretty good shard, I'd say. Potentially disrupt team fights. To where
We saw the
Arc
last
Warden can
few
dish out
Kunkkas
enough
get it.
damage. Yeah, but it wasn't mid Kunkkas, right? It was mostly offlane.
Yeah, it was mostly the offlane Kunkkas getting that tidal wave from the shard.
Now we have Sharpshooter online as well from Hoodwink. Of course, amplifying all that juicy spell damage. It's also status resistance reduction, right? Yeah, and movement speed stuff. For 7 seconds. Pretty good axe.
Yeah.
Leveler.
Really get out of hand for RNG very quickly in these fights now.
Yeah. Leveler should go to TA. Wait, let me read really quick. Leveler. Where is it?
Dire's middle tower.
Bonus building damage. Does that include spells and everything, or just auto attacks?
I think just auto attacks.
Because it doesn't say. Because if they worked on Edict or like Anchor Smash or Tidehunter, that would be pretty sick.
And Saunus is level 27.
Yeah.
He's got
He's filthy rich.
31,000 net worth. He is super farmed at this point, and Roche almost minimum spawn timer again.
I mean, the bigger one is the Lash, though. He actually went for the 30% magic resistance, not the Edict explosions.
Tied right in their
Gawky,
face.
what can your clone do?
Not much.
Not much.
Give 300 more gold to Somnus.
Like, he was tickling the Tidehunter. He's like, ooh, okay. Look at Lash's magic resistance. 57% now. And then next to the Tidehunter is close to 63. Say. It's a lot of tankiness.
A lot of magic resistance, for sure. Do Elephant not trust their high ground siege? And they must not,
They
right?
probably just want to
If
wait
they're
for the next
not
Roche
making
and then
a
go for it.
top lane, Tempest double, caught once again. Finger used
Okay.
for the gold.
The ATM is rolling.
And now they're going to look over for this Leshrac. They've got the arena down as well as the ghost ship coming in.
He's so
Doesn't
tanky.
look like he's even
Not taking damage.
scratching the surface of this Leshrac. They use this primal split. They'll try to run Red Panda back. They'll get the TP out, but not
Took
for
0
this
damage.
brew.
And he's healing up more than they can damage him with the Pulse Nova.
Ooh, going in, trying to make
Yeah,
something
dog.
happen. God's Rebuke, TA in a little bit of trouble, and that's going to be a dead Somnus, so maybe the high ground defense is there. Spike lands, the Ravage comes out, and they will get the kill on a Red Panda, take out Flyby, look over the Tempest double, the silence onto Eurus for a moment as they buy back on this Mars. Eurus trying to survive, and he's pushed back with that spear, but they get the Hex. There's
back
the
on
gun.
Mars.
Spike. Is it going to be enough here to lock him down and get the kill? Yes, it will be. He's dead for 104 without buyback, and the Torrent comes out again. It's just not doing the damage that they need. They'll throw out the Acorn shot. They've got themselves the Hex. The Ghost Ship comes through out onto Eurus, but still they cannot kill this Leshrac, and they'll try to throw these right clicks out from this Tempest double, but it still doesn't feel like enough. Trying to drain the mana, trying to keep Eurus alive. The Earth Spike lands onto the Tempest double. Super is probably sacrificing himself for the greater good, if you are an Elephant fan, and that's exactly what he does.
Yeah, a lot of buybacks forced out, so it's a very big win once more for Elephant, and Leshrac will respawn pretty much at the same time as the TA will. So that's the next objective, and this is usually what we see with Arc Wardens, right? Like,
Right.
when the enemy comes to your high ground, you use both Arc Wardens suddenly, and you actually can hold your own. Surprise. But if you don't bring the fight to his base, we already saw what happened. Like, it feels like every Arc Warden is just comfortable fighting in their own base every time.
Yeah. The problem is, though, you're giving up so many objectives. You're giving up the Aegis almost exclusively every single time. Like, it just feels like you're in survival mode, but making it harder by what you're giving up in terms of the price of admission being the gold you give up from the Tempest double and the objectives that you're unwilling to go for.
You know, he's gonna be 25 soon, so that cooldown talent will be there. Or duration talent, rather. E-Stones, BKB ping out. Red Panda, though, not so lucky.
Aeon Disc trying to survive on the run, but the Gush hits. They've got the silence. They'll get the kill. The stun was landed there by Eurus. And Roche is up. This is Aegis Cheese Refresher Shard.
Yeah. It's probably gonna go to the Tidehunter. 1 second Ravage.
They're pinging bottom to try and push it out. for RNG, but I don't even think that's enough.
Yeah, looks tough. The bottom tower is almost down though. Only has about 200 health left. But Legends are gonna TP there, deal with that. And we saw they just can't touch him. We have 5 heroes on him, he's just healing too much.
Right. And he
Much magic
survived the
resistance.
onslaught that was thrown at him constantly throughout that last
Yeah.
exchange over in the top lane.
He has 8k gold to his name right now. Purchasing the Axe Blessing right away. Okay. And I would say maybe go for a Wind Waker, but at this point nobody's even coming close to dying, it feels like, so...
TA just got completely focused, but afterwards they didn't have much to play with.
Shadows,
Yeah.
take us.
Maybe it could actually be pretty decent to save TA then, huh?
I certainly feel like it.
Now Mirana will pop. They're looking for FY here. Aquan clone to ping. Oh, his invis right next to you.
Let's see what they can find. FY TPing out, and they're gonna go for D-Stones. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, they've got the arena down. D-Stones up towards top. He's not gonna die just yet as he TPs out, but they get the kill into FY. God King gets credit for that one. And only a 1-0, but the BKB TP out from this Kunkka.
Another defensive TP out. But finally they get something. They're not really making up a whole lot of ground. They keep getting pushed in. All the lanes are... No, wait, Lion is currently having a hard queued up. I don't know if we'll ever get there, but ambitious. I like
Do you
ambition.
want the heart? You have 7 stacks of finger? Could just go to the axe.
I wouldn't want to have the heart. I feel like maybe even Octarine could be good. Tempest double, more like Tempest Deadle. I don't know. Come up with anything
It's
better.
the Tempest Stimulus.
Tempest Stimulus, sure. Tempest Paycheck.
Okay. Yeah, seriously.
Radiant's middle tower is under
But it
attack.
has felt like he is almost the entirety of this game.
Timeless Relic, who's that going to? Probably the Kunkka. Just to get that good old knockdown duration. Do we have
Tempest
any
double
game-changing
again?
items coming up? Well, by clone. Mirana, not really.
Dire's
Mars
top
just picked up
tower
a
is
halberd.
under attack.
It's good against TA, but grand scheme of things, won't really do that much, I don't think. Yeah,
Radiant structure
they just need to out-teamfight them somehow, but if you're 31k gold behind, it's a tough ask.
Dire's
Where's the
Yeah.
refresher shot, by the way?
attack.
Did he use it
I would
already?
assume.
Dire's top tower
The,
Oh no,
the
Titan
Titan
has it. Was in his backpack or something, as I looked. He almost has a refresher orb as well. There's a triple
Great
rabbit.
arrow coming through. Arrow doesn't land. Tidal wave back. Trying to defend this tier 3 tower. They'll throw the finger and get the Aeon disc to proc. Wing forward, landing the spear. This comes in onto this Leshrac. They're trying to keep him alive, but they've got the Ravage as well as the arena coming down, and he'll end up surviving pop of the Bloodstone. They get the kill on the Red Panda. They're going to jump this Leshrac up into the air, but it's still not looking like the damage that they need. Yang pops BKB, and he'll run out. As they get the
Yours?
tower, finally, the ghost ship comes in. Yours still sitting at about half health. They'll go in with the Ravage once again and throw forward everything that they have. They've got the kill onto Yang finally, but he got both Ravages out. The
Someone's
damage
taking all
now
damage.
onto Somnus, and they've got the TA. They don't have the frontliner of this Tidehunter at the moment. Now they're going to push him up into the air with the Torrent and I believe the Tidal Wave. The Axe, Eurus in some trouble. They get the Hex on the Arc Warden. They bring in this Mars for the moment. The stun starting to zone them out without these BKBs, and all they get is the tier 3 over mid, while Elephant can't really seal the deal just yet, even with that Aegis.
High ground fights are very, very difficult. TA sold her bottle, so we'll have to just pick up the DD. 30k golded, and they still can't reach the high ground. It's a tough ask. He has an illusionist cape as well, so that's 4 Arc Wardens you're gonna deal with. And a ton of attack range as well, of course, because of his talent.
Ton of attack speed. He's got the moon shard and he's building another one.
I was gonna eat his, and yeah, as I said, maybe build another one.
Now finally using that real arc warden up towards top.
For a second. Question is, isn't there a better item than another moon shard? I feel like a Daedalus could be really good, or a Swift Blink.
Mars pursues that BKB.
Bye-bye. Doesn't have a
Get
TP.
chased here, and now he's invis for the moment, but they've caught the vision on him, and well, he's gonna be dead to rights with that finger coming out from Super. And Super's got 8 stacks. He's still got that heart queued up. I'm wondering, you're 300 gold away from an Ags. Is it really worth it? Meanwhile, your bottom tier 3 is going down. God King's trying to make something of this. He's got himself a range Rax.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
There's a feeling like that there might be a timer on this, because Elephant, you give up a Rax like that, they're the first team to take a Rax now, and RNG, despite the fact that they're down 31,000, certainly showing that they have a shot.
Yep, and you can never count Arc Warden out, especially if you have like a little lapse in judgment or concentration as this Elephant side. Like, he will take buildings in the blink of an eye, especially if he goes for this next damage item, which he now has queued up. The form of a Daedalus. So he actually ate the moon shard and bought another moon shard. I don't think that's very value, but we'll see. Maybe it will have a big
Attack
impact on the
speed
game.
City.
Attack speed City, yeah, but where's damage City?
He was outputting enough damage.
That's
It
post
seemed like with
BKB though.
the-
Like, through BKB, it's gonna be tough.
Difficult.
Yeah. But I guess the entire lineup at this point operates post BKB, or you just never get BKB off. Like Mars, all of them honestly. None have any BKB piercing damage.
So 10 minutes away from the tier 5s. It's a long time, but when
Ballista
you're waiting
Arc
for
Warden
Roche
could
too.
carry
Yeah.
this game.
Ballista TA.
Not nearly as scary as Ballista Arc Warden though. Still very good. What about the Deso 2 TA though?
Ooh.
I'm also
Red Panda
surprised
also
that the TA
getting
didn't take the
axed.
leveler. Holding on to the Orb of Corrosion, or Destruction rather. These stones. Oh, he didn't react.
Ravage? Uh-oh, he's in trouble. They've got the Hex. Dome is out, and now another Ravage coming through, but the BKB from D-Stones, and now the Torrent Storm lifting him up into the air. Both Ravages used the look over for at least the kill onto the Mirana, and they'll get that, but it does not get their initial target.
I could just tip each other every time something like this happens. TA now actually picked up her axe to be able to combat that split push a little bit. Level 30 Lash right
Yeah.
now finally as well. The Edict talent is online, so buildings will fall a lot faster.
Will level 30 be enough? Top lane, Mars caught, and they'll get the kill with the sharpshooter. FY has been playing a very good hoodwink, 6, 3, and 10. Landing those hunters, boomerang, the sharpshooters, the bushwhacks. I'll just name every spell because he's hitting them all, and well, doing a very good job to help get these pickoffs.
Closing into this 25, which will make
Ooh,
it good
Torrent.
damage.
And the tidal wave. Interesting move there as Eurus gets pulled back via the X. Let's see if he has the rest of the team to really help bail him out. He'll go into the Bloodstone, they'll pump the Aeondis. Now they're going to go and try and get this kill. They'll look over at Red Panda, though. His Earth Panda getting low, and the rest of the Pandas are in trouble. And right up with him is this Leshrac. They'll get the kill to the Tempest double. Goes up into the air. They've got the distancing with this sun right on the rack, so they should be able to at least take these buildings. Nobody's split pushing for the moment, and they've got themselves the glyph. Sun comes out once again. He's got that ag, so he has the second primal split with the BKB being popped by Eurus. Now they're going to go after this another time with another stun. Again, fighting into this small area without BKBs is a little bit dangerous. They're now looking for Eurus, but they land the bushwhack. They got the Ravage coming through. Gush out, Red Panda. Now, he's got just one Panda left. The arena comes down. The spear's gonna
Double
win.
spear.
It's kebabbed him. It's the double spear. A little shish kebab there for Flyby. And now, can they follow it all up? Oh, they cannot. It looked close. It looked potentially dangerous there for Elephant, but they do spring away.
Roshan is up though. That's going to the Radiant this time. Probably, at least. Who's gonna take the axe?
Buyback from the line. I don't think they want to give this up. They're starting to come over, but is it going to be in time? They'll use that Shivas. They'll get the Ravage in. It's going to be in time. Nobody got the BKB off the bushwhack. Oh my God. It was on to 4. They get the kill on a Red Panda. They'll take out Felix Chauba. And now D-Stones, he touches the Aegis. And the Torrent Storm, and the crazy storm that is this fight, he gets himself the Aegis, and he's going to be back up once again. But it's not looking like he's going to be able to survive. The stun is right there with him. They've got the bushwhack to follow it up. They'll get the kill on the D-Stones. And FY making his presence felt with this hoodwink, and that was absolutely astounding what he was able to do. Hunters boomerang the damage out onto the Tempest double, and they'll get themselves 300 gold once again.
Massive Ravage. All the BKBs were on cooldown from the previous fight, so they had nothing. And if they wanted to speedrun at Roshan, you know what was missing, Mr. Bkop?
The real Arc Warden.
Yeah, he was sitting in base again. Like, if you're speedrunning a Roshan, you need that extra damage. And it's just mind-boggling at this point.
And that is just not what you want to be giving up, that's for sure.
Yeah, Lashrock now has his own BKB, so he's making on high ground. He doesn't really care about a whole lot at this point. He also has the, what do you call it, nihilism?
Nihilism, yeah.
Yeah. It's very good post BKBs as well. Everybody goes into the ethereal form, of course. You have to be careful you don't act as an agent though, because the TA can't hit him. Forest. Red Panda split.
Eurus moving in. Red Panda, he gets the split off. They've got the stun onto the distraction. They look over at the Tempest double. They're going to take him out for the first time. Can he get the Tempest double back into this fight with the help of the real God King? Will the real God King please stand up? The Torrent Storm bouncing them up into the air. Eurus in a little bit of trouble, but he'll pop the BKB. He's got the stuns, really making it difficult for the side of RNG to initiate here.
They're all on the tide.
Their spell immunity, they just can't move in on these stunts.
Yeah. They have a massive
He's
lack
got
of damage
Ravage
still.
again.
Awkward
He
is
did go
closing on his
hard.
Daedalus. It's gonna be a good damage increase, but yeah, I feel like a lot of Arc Wardens don't want to go Swift Blink. I feel it's one of the best damage items for the hero, also in terms of positioning.
Is the microwing too much?
Potentially. Gonna make your players play more Warcraft than Starcraft.
Setting up towards bottom. They're going to overwhelming blink. They've got the Ravage. They have the Nullifier. They get the kill on a Red Panda. He's going to have that buyback, and he's going to be forced to use it immediately. They'll look for the tidal wave to push them back, and it actually lands onto the Tidehunter who pops the refresher. And now he's got himself another Ravage, but he's taking a lot of damage. They've got the Mandarin coming up from Super, who is magic immune thanks to that charge.
Focused.
But they've got Eurus in way too deep. The Ravage comes through. It's going to be enough, and he's on everybody. They get the kill on Eurus still. Field's trying to run. He'll leap away to get the kill on Yang. They'll take out two. They pull that buyback, and now the gods are coming in from Flyby. They're trying to catch these heroes on the run, but they get the two that they wanted that were in the deepest.
Blessings.
And RNG with a semi-hold.
Yeah, they only have 2 Rex left, and once that's the case, defending them is very easy because you don't have to worry about any sort of split push. Less objectives you have to worry about, the easier it is to play, I suppose.
Yeah, now you can use both those Arc Wardens.
Yep. You're still 43k behind though. It's gonna be a long road.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower.
What's the buyback situation looking like?
None for Kunkka, Mars, Lion, and Baru.
So Arc One there's his and Mirana. The other three all bought back previously, so be careful. They might want to force a mid-rex here.
Blink, Arena, Spear, FY. He's got the A on disc. Now the Hex comes through. They're going to have the arrow to follow that up. The damage coming in on FY is going to be too much for him to handle. They do have the buyback available on this Hoodwing, and they're going to use it immediately. But they disarm this TA. Force staff back. You're down 38,000. You're invading their base. The Arena Super. Uh-oh. Tidal Wave comes in. He'll land the Earth Spike, but it's only out on the Tempest Double. The Hunter's Boomerang comes in and puts the target onto a lot of these heroes on the side of the Radiant, but you're without Super for 2 minutes. They've got the right clicks coming through. Melt Strike from Somnus. The Tempest Double finally falls, but D-Stone needs to run. And run. Can he? I'm not sure he can. Bushwhack is there from FY, and Eurus will get the kill on a D-Stone. He's now dead for 2 minutes. And they also catch themselves Red Panda.
Yeah. And both of them, we just said it, have no buybacks. They're gone for 2 minutes. It's going to be a 4v3 fight. Well, essentially 4v4. You do, of course, have the Arc Warden clone there.
Let's see if he
It's
gets
going to be an
a tier
intense fight of the
5
bot Rex.
in 20 seconds. Can he get a ballista? Can he get a pirate hat?
Pirate had Arc Warden. His gold difference will shrink in no time. Also 150 attack speed, of course.
I felt like a pirate earlier this morning. That's what I was singing. I woke up, my eye was so swollen, it was completely shut, and I woke up, yar har fiddly dee.
No.
The pirate life is for me.
The clone is bodyguarding the Rex. He's like, come here, boys.
Tier 5s are available. We'll see if either team stops to try and even look. If they're even going to go for it, they'll go with the Tempest Double, and it just gets melted. There's really no way for it to survive. They'll go for the Arena, but they land the stun. They've got the Lotus Orb. It's going to bounce a couple of these abilities right back at them. Hunter's Boomerang comes in with the Sharpshooter being thrown to the Mars. He's going to be forced safe back. They've got themselves a stun as well as these racks getting low. Right clicks coming in. There's the Dome as well as the Glyph. Tempest Double out once again, but look how quickly they dispatch it once more. It's so easy for them to get rid of the Tempest Double, and they're working with one Arc Warden and no racks. You can take these racks, you can look for your tier 5s, and Elephant certainly have the ability to just look for what they want.
Yeah, tier 6s are now on the board, on the menu. It's probably gonna be Elephant who will get all of them first and not let RNG get any, really, if they can help it.
Like to assume so.
12k gold on the TA. And
We keep
14k
getting
on the
these
Lesh.
games, Black.
Huh?
We keep getting these games.
Yeah, because people keep picking Arc Warden.
Arc Warden every single time. He's the imposter.
Like, I'm getting like some serious
Flashbacks.
long-term damage here mentally.
I feel that.
Oh man. It just
It
feels like it's
really
always the
is.
same. Like it always goes down the same.
Yeah, we haven't seen a different outcome yet. We really haven't seen anything remotely different.
We've seen one in the SEA Qualifier finals. There was 1 out of like 10.
Book of Shadows, Ex Machina,
Or 25 armor then.
Pirate Hat, Yar Har Fiddly Dee. The pirate's
sends it
life
back
it
to
is for
base.
me. Oh. Wind Waker.
I don't know, he gets it on TA. It's a bounty room, a book of the 10.
Both books.
Yeah, one book is good.
On a team
the
that
other
doesn't want to read.
The pirate had TA. What's her attack speed like now?
Very
3
quick.
attacks per second. Not bad.
No.
Yeah, how does
casually.
RNG get theirs? Like they need to like smoke out to the enemy jungle and start farming there.
Tempest Double to defend and real Arc Warden to go out and get neutral items.
No, real Argon can never leave base. Already established that.
I know.
Yeah. It's like the zone, you know, like in I don't know, what are these games? Fortnite, Apex,
Ooh.
whatever, where the zone that keeps shrinking. Arc Warden is not allowed to leave base now.
The circle is closing.
Yeah, exactly.
They did get Seer Stone.
Who did?
RNG.
Well, that's terrible for them. I can't make use of this at all.
Going on Brewmaster.
That's literally the worst item they could have gotten. Oh man, you get one item and it's... I mean... I
Oh,
think we need
Felix is
tokens.
the one looking for them. Falling Sky. All right.
That's a good one for...
That's
I'd
a really
say.
good one. And Roche is back up in 48 seconds.
Okay, it's actually on Mars this time around. They're still looking for more neutral items. But Somnus is onto it. Or Eurus, rather.
Yeah. I think you need to stop hitting creeps there. If you're God King, you accidentally, you know, get a neutral as you're stunned up on the Tempest double.
I don't think you can drop items, fortunately, when enemies are around, so... It shouldn't be an issue.
Oh, but God forbid it did drop and he didn't pick it up. Just don't want to be in a situation when you're giving away a tier 5 potentially.
Oh,
Somnus!
he's alive.
Is he?
The ward is what?
Flicker.
Cleave!
Oh!
I thought he was
Got
gonna
him.
cleave him through the dragons, but... He did it either way. You still need
He's
2
got
more
my
items,
back.
RNG. What you gonna do?
Need to get that ballista.
Yeah. What you gonna do, RNG? Need Agwan Ballista or no can do?
Roche back up, so this will turn into about a 60,000 net worth lead here for Elephant. Ags this time for Tidehunter? Yeah. Cool.
Oh, why not?
Why not Lion?
I don't know,
10 stacks of
stacks is
finger.
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's significant.
He's getting 600 bonus damage. It would be a good 1600 damage finger every 20 seconds. I'm telling you, people are lion haters. I don't know why.
Yeah, it really doesn't make any sense.
Like, it's certainly better than Yash upgrade, right?
Ah. We'll see. Ravage immediately coming into the Kunka's just dead. Keystone's gone. He's got buyback, but I don't know if that's even going to matter. They use that primal split. They've got the sharpshooter coming into the Tempest double. They're going to refresh right away, but Yang taking a lot of damage, and he's so low, but he just gets away thanks to the Trickster Cloak. Wind Waker into the air, and there's the overwhelming blink. They're going to go after the RNG side deep inside their base. They've got the arena down thanks to Flyby, but is it going to be enough with the BKB? The Wind Waker outside the arena. They get the kill here on the super, the pick of the Lion. They'll also take out Somnus. Ravage coming in, and they've got the Gush coming across them once again, and there's another Ravage hitting onto the side of RNG, and another Gush followed up. They've got the Acorn Shot as well as this Bushwhack, locking them down, but it's still not enough. Elephant, instead of going for the buildings, they went for the heroes, and they lose these heroes that have given them this advantage.
TA bought back for this instantly,
dear.
so... There's now a little win condition for the Radiant. It's just how do you leave the base against all these creeps? It's almost never gonna happen. Here we go again.
Still need 2 more neutral items, my friend.
How could this happen to me?
Another arc warding game. Force boots, all right. You
Got
know.
nowhere to run. I have to cast this game. Oh man.
They still need 1 more, right? 1 more tier 5. Yeah.
Which one did they
What are
get?
you
The
hoping
third
for
one?
here? Ballista? They got force boots. It's on the Arc Warden. It's extra movement speed, and the 30 HP regen's kind of nice.
Not really. It does nothing.
It's
What?
regen.
Wait. The spells the user and pushes them 750 units.
Mirror shield, so no ballista.
Mirror shield though. You know? Like,
Is it going to be good
if you
enough?
lose the game, you just say mirror, and then they lose the game.
Mirror shield's a really good item in Ocarina of Time. They're going to go forward on the Red Panda. They look for the Ravage, but it gets the Primal split off almost immediately. Eurus now forced to go back, but he's hit with that X. He'll Wind Waker. Arrows coming in, but they're not going to land on a Eurus. Now Wind Waker giving him enough space between him and RNG, who defend their base once more.
TA has a rape here. Does it only show up plus 150 for you as well?
150?
Yeah, it should be way more. Like on.
And now it's
plus
showing
damage.
250.
Yeah, because of refraction. So the rapier damage is not there. But it's just
I
a
wonder if
visual bug.
that's happening. Yeah, hopefully it's a visual bug.
Nah, he's critting for 1800, so we're good, we're good. Still better though. Beta. So Mirana now picked up her hex. And now we're back to this point where net worth, how much does it really matter?
Net worth, the points don't matter. It's only a number. A famous pro used to say it's just a number.
Blessings.
Fly by enjoying his time
Yeah, fly win.
with his upgraded bulwark. Can he fly win this game?
It's
That's
a
the
long
question.
road. It's actually not that long of a road. Just kill everybody and then do it again and then win.
Alright, steady for BB.
Going through bottom, smoked up. Looking to make the move. Look at these necro creeps. They're the ones that are going to get it done. They look over at the Kunkka. They're going to get the kill immediately. He's going to be there for 2 minutes. Flyby with the BKB in the arena plays down. They look over at Eurus. They're trying to focus their attention onto the Leshrac. They've got themselves the Primal Split that's going to stun off this Lion. They've got the Fallen Sky right on top of him. They get the Kona Super. He's dead for 2 minutes. Eurus throws down a stun. There's another stun that hits onto the Arc Warden. Is that the real Arc Warden? Yes, it is. Ravage comes in with the 4-staff back with BKB by Eurus. And now he's hit up. He's hexed. He's in trouble. The Spear lands. The Spear lands from Flyby. They're going to get the kill onto the Leshrac, and they still haven't taken any of these tier 4s just yet. They look over as Yang now on the run with the Bulwark, as well as the Bushwhack coming out from FY. They've got the Hunter's Boomerang that comes all the way back, and that's going to hit on the Flyby Red Panda, as well as God King Stab Stubble. They look over at Yang. Gush once again on the run. Yang, you need to be careful. Bulwark once more. Oh, man, this is just not the way Elephant want to close this out, because they haven't closed this out yet.
Yeah. There was even a 4v5 to start with, and they couldn't fight back at all. The Force Boot's actually saving him from the Ravage there. Maybe a little bit better than I give him credit for. It's actually a very long 4-step. 750 range is long.
There's the refresher, so he'll have, what, 4 Primal Splits?
Yeah.
Count them 4 Primal Splits. Now Arc Warden getting himself in Ags. That's going to be the Spark Wraith upgrade. And these
Pretty good
fights
one.
might be quite valuable.
Yeah, but do you really ever take time off right-clicking at this point? Probably not. Maybe you can set them up beforehand. That would be good. Like 20 Spark Wraiths into like a spear or something. Like a Techie's Bomb. Because why not at this point?
Satanic for the Mars.
He's still stacking the Ancients and farming a minute 71.
Yeah, man, efficiency. I applaud efficiency. 71 minutes. There's no time to not be efficient.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
Primal
Tuesday,
Split
Bkop.
value. Sure.
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 I believe so.
Does he go for the shard? Does he have the microwing power to get the void brewing out there?
I think it has been a good like upgrade for a long time, but nobody has really used it, so maybe
We
it's
can
not
only
that good.
hand the 3 pandas.
It's not easy to micro
not-
3 already.
Roche potentially back up in 10 seconds.
Scanning.
Yeah. Let's see. Going to be 10 seconds.
A quick one, 10 seconds.
Well, not like RNG was gonna leave base anyway, so.
I don't know. I think this is when they leave base.
Okay.
This is the moment.
Right now? Kanka just used his bow to push out lanes though.
Yeah. All right.
So. Roshan is dead.
All right.
For the 7th time, I feel like. Or is it the 6th?
Ags. Aegis. Inventories.
No slots.
A lot of time. No slots. Where's Lion? Lion. Super. This is your time. This is your Ags. Finally. Hoodwink has an Ags already tied. TA as well as Leshrac. The only person who's left is you, Super. Finally, he gets an Ags.
Hell
Team
yeah,
Ags.
baby. The way just strolled in the Lion. He's like, yeah, I got this.
How long that Aegis was on the ground. No pressure coming in from RNG to make a move.
Nope. Naturally not.
Refresher's coming out across the board. Refresher bought by Leshrac, as well as the TA. You've got Refresher on the Tide, as well as the Arcane Blink. Octarine Core on the Hoodwink. Lion, he's got a heart.
Yeah, and
Aeon
Euro's
Disc.
making sure that the Wind Waker works. Just randomly using his Lion. Titanic.
Do you think they play rock, paper, scissors while this is going on, just like you and Locast did in the green room?
Potentially. Oh, you don't know. Look at all these Spark Raves now in base.
Gotta get him down.
He's trying to kill my FPS.
They're gonna move in with the smoke, the blink, as well as the Ravage coming out immediately. They're gonna look over Field Chama. They're getting the kill onto the Mirana immediately. And now they've got the buyback as well as the kill onto the Mars. Sharpshooter comes in, but that's gonna be a whiff. They got the kill onto two of these heroes with that Ravage coming up from Elephant. So buybacks available, creeps pushing in, game getting difficult here for RNG, down 55,000, but they've got Eurus moving forward. He's going to get hit up into the air by that torrent. The right click damage is going to be enough. Earthspike comes in, that's going to land on the field. They've also got the Earthspike coming out from this Leshrac, making it difficult for RNG to maneuver. Overwhelming Blink as well as the Fallen Sky back from Flyby, so he'll be safe. The sound of the Spark Wraiths is loud.
It is, especially if it's a lot at once. Luckily, he doesn't have the Spark Wave cooldown talent anymore.
Yeah, they are wraiths. They do kind of scream.
Yes.
Yang
Sure.
looking to set up once again. He's got the Ravage. Doesn't have the Refresher Orb for the double Ravage, but he does have the Refresher Shard and an Aegis.
Another Ravage.
Blink in, there's the Ravage coming through onto the Kunkka. They've got the Gush, but the arena comes down. They're going to themselves potentially a kill here on a D-Stones. They get the kill on the Kunkka. The end is going to be Brock on Red Panda. That means he's going to be able to get himself off the Primal Split with the BKB being powered by Super as well as the slow track. But Fallen Sky, that comes in. They've got the Torrent. The Gush comes through. Eurus, he's getting one with the Earthspike, lands from Super on this Mars. Up in the air again. The Torrent Storm is going to be used here. They've got the damage to get the kill on the Eurus. He's going to be dead for 100 seconds. He buys back. Somnus, right now, he's trying to hide himself under the shroud of these trees. And
Yeah, he has no buyback.
He does. Right here. He's on the deck. They throw in the finger, but it's not going to be enough damage to get the kill on a flyby. He's going to pop the BKB. They look over Yang, and they're going to take out this Aegis. Divine Rapier, God King, it's right there next to your Tempest Double. Somebody pick up the Divine Rapier, as well as your base. It's in some trouble to take out the tier 4. At least one of them. Yang moving in. They've got the Nullifier bouncing off of the low, so that goes back on a Yang with the Gush hitting on a Red Panda, as well as this Tempest Double. They get the kill onto the Tempest Double, but everybody's alive on the side of RNG as well as Elephant. Divine Rapier, whose hands is it in at the moment? It's into the hands of Kunkka. The other tier 4 is gone. These creeps are making it difficult for RNG to commit to a lot of these fights, as well as they've done so far. It really is difficult because you're losing your base.
Yeah, the TA and Lesh both bought back though, so I'm expecting a very defensive play style until I get all their buybacks back, and then they will go for round, I don't know, 5 at this point. I didn't want to let this happen. They smoke out right away, smelling blood now. But all these TA traps, they can potentially just clear all these creeps.
Gush from a distance, that helps clear his creeps. Divine Rapier picked up again here by Somnus. He's already lost one.
That's
Bottom
creeps
lane
gone.
pushing in. You need to be careful. They're already going to send back 2 heroes. The Kunkka, who did he X himself? No.
Nope.
So they can't continue the push.
Yep, he has no travels either. It's just the Arc Warden clone. All by himself. Dang, have to be careful. Pop a Ravage, actually.
Tempest double with an old fire stun comes out. Gush, Hunter's boomerang.
Oh man, this game is pure comedy.
Comedy.
Comedy. I mean, honestly, with the way this game is going, you might forget what's at stake, but this is the winner bracket semi, right? So winner moves on to the winner bracket final. 3
Up
more
against
series away
Evo.
from getting to that big TI, of course.
And
The
disc
Elephant,
now
they
from
have-
Marana.
They've had a massive lead since the beginning. Like, this game feels like it was over at minute 20, but RNG is doing a very, very good job at just holding on. Holding on. You know, like they're hanging off the cliff and like fingers are slipping, but then this anime moment comes and suddenly the hand strength is back and the whole hand is back again.
If only we could play the music while it happens, because you know the fights, and that's all I'll sing because of DMCA. But you know, if you had that in the fights, they do last a pretty long time. It would be pretty exciting for the anime moments to happen. Tempest double getting locked down and killed off. Another 300 gold going the way of Super.
He's buying moonshots for
Roche
everyone.
potentially up in a minute 30.
Yeah.
14,000 gold saved on the Arc Warden.
That was after
And
he
this-
already bought 2 moonshots for his teammates.
Okay.
Yep,
Jeez.
obviously.
Blessings.
I like how people are still farming jungle, even though they're not using their gold anymore. It's just like a habit.
They're looking for the tier 6 items. They data mined them and, well, they're looking. They're trying to make them show up.
You know, this is the 4th game I've had like this in like a week, right?
This is my second, and it's been with you.
Like I'm getting some serious awkward.
Somebody ban the hero, please. Make it illegal.
Like, you don't understand.
You do also have to understand that this game is the very literal defense of the ancients right now. For at
I
least
understand.
RNG.
Who's defending my brain? Alright, 3 minutes left on buyback, so that's where we can
And
expect
Roche
some more
up in,
action.
yeah. Roche in 3 minutes. Buybacks in 3 minutes.
I mean, that's a flat 3-minute respawn time, and it's super long,
Yeah.
which is really good for Elephant. Even Gaben wants this game to end.
Tempest double, that gets taken out once again. Oh, look at these necro creeps. We don't get this that often. With the necro book taken away, it's not fair. Not see these necro creeps anymore.
Well, you see him here, and that Mars is very angry while hitting them. You know, that scream of agony and pain.
I
Very
don't know
much
what
like
that
me.
is. Mine's more internal. Creeps coming in. D-stones. Torrent. And God's Rebuke. All right, creeps gone. Tempest double getting killed off once again. 300 gold there for FY.
But does this mean creeps
also
need to
got
get
a
even
Wind Waker.
stronger over time?
We got
You know-
1270. Yeah.
There's some benchmark, I think. After 3 hours or so, the normal creeps are just
Stop.
as strong as the mega creeps.
Stop. Don't take 3 hours, please. Don't do that. Don't put that bad juju on me.
428 gold for the ward. That's like a hero kill.
You know we're gonna see Arc Warden again next game, right?
Yeah. Looking forward to it. A lot.
Roche still a minute away. All buyback still a minute and 20 away.
Yeah. So now they're like, okay, we can fight again. We got buybacks. Let's go.
Radiant
Arc Warden sitting in fountain as tradition.
As he has all game.
Tradition demands of him to stay in fountain.
I like that this brew has a moon shard. Oh, gonna go to the primal split immediately. They're gonna find themselves super, but he's popping his BKB and goes into the TP out. Engage, disengage, TP, just TP.
The Necros versus the Brew Split. We're gonna win. Brew Split is owning.
Ocean 30. Well, he's got like what, 4 of them?
3. He's still shying away from the shard. Probably scared. I've
The
never used
micro.
it
He's
before.
just do it. Just do it. Go for the shard. You have 6,500 gold and nothing queued up. Just do it.
I think Octarine Core is next.
What happens after everybody? Is there ever a draw in Dota?
Yeah, there was. I think it
Roche?
took 2 hours and 30 minutes or so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 seconds. I feel like Roche should be way harder. 84 minutes into the game. Roche should be a little bit harder. Are they going to leave the Ags Blessing on the ground? Like, who takes that at this point?
No, they have
Everybody
to-
has Ags on their team. It's
They have to
blind.
drop it to
He's
their own
got it.
base, so the enemy doesn't take it.
Or you bait with it and you throw it right in front of the stairs.
Yeah, or you just put it right in front of the throne. Arc Warden is like, oh, shiny.
He's already got one, though. The only
Doesn't
one who
matter.
doesn't have... Wait. Oh, Mirana doesn't have one. The only hero that doesn't have an Ags in this game is Mirana. And what about Moonshard?
What about me?
What about me? I'm holding your hand through this one.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, is there anything people can change in terms of items? Is there? Arc Warden has a Bloodthorn queued up. That could potentially be good. Or not. Who knows?
Well, you have that queued up. He's got 21,000 gold.
Yeah. Lash has
Is he
18K.
gold member? Spend your gold.
Like you should be able to
It's
buy
only
another
July.
item.
Christmas isn't here yet. Oh, the
Ravage
Ravage!
on!
The Tempest double. Yeah, he actually missed that one. What a reaction from Red Panda. He's holding the refresher. And the refresher
30.
shard. He's got an AD in his backpack.
Wait, who does?
Tide.
Oh yeah.
He got hit by an
Arrow, too.
arrow.
It's a very long arrow. Oh, he has timed his relic. It was like 6 seconds.
Full duration. Gush, Torrent, Nullifier as well as the Hunter's Boomerang, the Tidal Wave pushing them away. Bushwhack lands, may want to blink Ravage on that, but instead they'll pop the Aeon Disc. They want to make sure that that's on cooldown to start this one off.
Yeah, but he could potentially refresh that one if he ever gets into too much trouble.
Nani?
Oh,
あれは死んでる。
wait, I have one.
Just standing there waiting for his opportunity. Yeah, you got it. Well, and maybe not. Wait.
Waiting.
Ravage coming in. That's going to land onto the Brewmaster. Now Brewmaster is going to be able to get off his split. No, he's not. The finger actually gets reflected back onto Super with the BKBs being popped. They've got the sun on his two of these heroes. Tidal Storm. But yeah, it's just not gonna hit anything. They just leave.
He was hitting the
torrent
throne
storm.
though, which took half HP damage, and then it got bubbled, and now it's reaching up to full.
Time to refresh it back. They did get the buyback out of Red Panda though.
Yeah, that's a good one.
They're holding the base. We're still, what, 20 minutes away from the last time? 100 and...
Yep.
For an hour,
We still got some
44,
time.
yeah.
You
Got
want
some
to
time.
push Nino Marane, my friend. That's the line in my game that I hear all too often.
Just
I
throwing
mean,
out
at least
these
they're in front of the
gushes.
base.
These spark wraiths screaming in agony.
Yeah. I think they can feel me.
The spark wraith sound is our brains.
Yeah.
I don't know if you had those commercials in Germany, but it's this is your brain, and then this is your brain on drugs, and it's just the spark wraith sound. Also, the Arc Warden picked up the shard, so that magnetic field pushes enemies out, provides the allies with the plus 40% magic resistance.
Yeah, and Throne is back to full health.
Yep.
PA is farming Ancient for some reason.
Tier 6s, guys. They're data mined, I swear.
I actually don't know why they're hitting jungle creeps anymore at this point. There's a DD
He's
bot.
got to get that farm. He's only got 8,000 gold.
He's actually waiting for them to respawn too.
Double damage. That could be it.
He could also take it, but he's not.
Aegis expires.
Nope, hitting those. I mean, no one's taking the DD. What is are they just not seeing it or what?
Maybe.
Okay.
Potentially.
Probably.
About to hit that
When does the
90
second
minute
talent
mark.
tree come into play?
The patch will hit mid-game, and we'll get the second talent tree as well as tier 6s. Sharp shooter coming in and
the
popping
server
that
just
hand
crashes
disc.
right now.
Stop. Don't. You're putting bad juju out there.
Is it a remake or?
Hex coming through. Now they're gonna blink with the finger coming out as well as the Ravage. They've got the Smart down to about half health. Can get the arena down. It's close.
He's not
Ravage
dying.
once again. Oh man, he's still not dead. He's not even thinking they throw a flyby. He's gonna buy back. They've got the glyph as they start to go in for the throw. They land the spear. Stomins. Another Divine Rapier on the deck. He's dead for 2 minutes. Fallen Sky. It hits. They got Yang. They killed him. Oh my lord, Divine Rapier is down on the deck again. They have bought back on the Tidehunter. It was Ravage, and they was still only enough to get Mars once. And all of a sudden, Samus, who's going for the throne, is now dead. The fight's raging on. They're going after yours. He pops BKB. He's hit with an Nullifier. They've got the finger coming in. Throne. That's gonna land, and the throne, it's getting low. Can they save it? They've got the dome. Oh my! Divine Rapier now going to be picked up by Felix, who just used his buyback. They can't take fights outside the base that are going to take too long with creeps coming in. Eurus, Super, all coming in. They found themselves stunned from the Earth Spike coming up from the Lion. Super trying to survive here with the Hex out of the Lestrak, but the throne is getting low. It's down to 1,300 health. Torrent Storm up into the air with the BKB being popped by Yang. Earth Spike lands on the Tempest Double. They found themselves the Fallen Sky that gets the kill on a Super. They've got buyback as well on both the Lestrak as well as the Lion, but the throne is now down low. It will start to regen, and Elephant can't put this game away. It's now only a 25,000 net worth lead when it was once a 60,000 net worth lead.
Yeah, and the two of them choose to not buy back yet. I think they'll have to buy back eventually. Might as well just do it straight away to get it back of cooldown faster. But there's a tier trap in the jungle. Like, they need to deward that ASAP, because otherwise Tier could just backdoor the thrones. There's a raid here.
Do you see the trap in the trees over to the left?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
base?
Like, oh, they found it. They found it.
Okay. Yeah. That's Somnus, almost genius there.
Almost.
But it does get found out, and now
Buyback status.
throne will start to
Aquad,
regen.
yes. Kanka, yes. Lion, Hoodwink, Flashrock, yes. Sanity? No.
No. No, negative 30 minutes ago.
I'm surprised they don't want to make a move, to be honest. Like, force out the buybacks, because it would be pretty important to get it out. At least get some Rex or something to alleviate the pressure a little bit. But they're choosing to, you know, farm up some more. It's important to keep your economy going.
Mirana has a Divine Rapier. Kunkka has a Divine Rapier. Somnus, another Divine Rapier.
I'm feeling it.
Hoodwink. Fermenting 2 cheeses.
They should get stronger over time.
Fermenting, that's how, yeah, definitely, I agree.
Like, if you have it for 40 minutes and you don't eat it, it becomes like
It should evolve.
God cheese or something, divine cheese, yeah. And it gives like 100
Comes
plus
like
stats
a-
as well.
Nice blue cheese.
Blue cheese, no way, man.
I don't know, man. Oh, a good Gouda. Yeah. We were on that one.
Do Americans pronounce it Gouda?
Gouda? Oh, Gouda?
Like, the West we call it Gouda. Gouda cheese.
Gouda?
Yeah, Gouda.
The more you know. 13 charges here, or 13 stacks for Lion. Arc Warden's heat map still in the base. Heart now for the Kunkka.
Yeah.
Back to our normal programming of waiting for Roche, which is up. That seems pretty quick.
So surprised that Raiden is not pressuring without them having the buybacks. Like, that is very strange. I don't even know if they want to win this game at this point. They just don't want to lose.
Yeah, sure. Okay. We're starting to buy some different items. We're now experimenting. Did Brewmaster get the shard? Still no. Answer, still no.
Wait, let me just turn on my laptop real quick and go to the neighbors. Maybe they want to join me. Could take another 2 hours or so.
It might.
Yeah.
Hunter's Boomerang, Bushwhack coming through on these pandas. Could have a 4th panda if you want it. Oh, the Abyssal Blade for God King. That courier is gone.
We finally bought the Swiftwing too.
Let me tell you, that would be very problematic that he just lost all that gold if he didn't still have 24,000 gold, if he could just walk out there and purchase it himself.
Yes, but will he do that? It would require him.
That would require him
to
to
leave the
leave
death
the
zone.
base. Yeah.
You cannot do that.
No leaving.
Wait, let me look at the Radiant melee creep health. Okay, only about 2.5 hours away from it. And they're gonna be the same strength as these mega creeps. It's not too far off, Bkop.
No, it's not. Not too far off. Bulwark constantly on. Flyby thinking about a Divine Rapier. Thinking about it, but he knows Somnus will drop his. But nothing on that one? All right.
Sorry, I was drinking water.
Flush coming out. All right, no fire thrown at Red Panda. He'll blink back.
Alright, let's do that one again.
He's not buying the Divine Rapier because Somnus will just drop his. But choke.
Yes, you will.
Oh. Sharpshooter. Forcing out the Primal Split. Look at these Necro Creeps. Finger. Oh. Okay, super. You know, you only just kind of have 13 charges. Or 13 stacks. I keep calling them charges, like you could just shoot 13 fingers.
It would be very mana intensive.
Yes.
Okay, what's in store here?
Another fight, definitely. I'm gonna say a Ravage.
I would say double ravage.
At least 2 ravages. Yeah.
Onto the same guy. Nobody has
Gang
refresher
gush
shot as
onto
well.
the Tempest double. And now the bushwhack onto the Tempest double.
And now the Tempest double.
301.
Life legion back to full. And now the ward in the base. They need to deal with that.
$40K lead.
What do you mean?
It matters, dude. It matters.
60K like 20 minutes ago.
Finger, Hex.
Yeah.
Hunter's
Pop the Aeon
Boomerang.
Disc if it's on cooldown. We smart.
No, you can't. 18 seconds, though, until it's off cooldown.
Every time he fingers, he should just drop the Aeon Disc manually.
And then get it A-clicked.
There's something
Going
tight jumps at the
Vlads.
same
We're
time.
looking for Vlads.
It's a good aura item.
I feel like Shard is potentially so good.
It could
And
be,
there
yeah.
goes that Aeon disc. Off cooldown, on cooldown. Click, click.
Yeah, but the fountain is just there, so what's running there to heal, no problem. Alright, TD. TA has a DD, but
Oh, X coming
Oh,
through.
it's a good
There's going
one.
to be the arena. They're going to go after Lion. Super needs storm with the BKB. The right click's coming in for the Tempest Devil of God King. But on the back of this all, they're trying to take the throw, and Urus is going to be hexed up with the Torrent Storm, bouncing up into the air. They've got themselves a stun out on the track. Bushwhack comes in, but the Torrent lands. They get the kill on the Super as well as Urus, who both have buyback. Yang on the run with the BKB popped by Somnus. Somnus needs to get out of there, and he will use that psionic projection to get away.
Euros
Yeah,
dealt
this-
about 200 damage to the throne before he died. Like, this actually looks like a RNG win at this point, to be
Yeah,
honest.
feels like it.
Like the last, I don't know, 17 fights have all gone their way. And
Hey, Mom, could we have Scary Faces Cloud9? No, Ben, we have Scary Faces Cloud9 at home. This is that
Yeah.
game.
I remember that game. There was a sniper in that game. I'd rather have a sniper right now than an Arc Warden.
Haha!
At least you can kill sniper somehow, but the Arc Warden, man. 33k gold.
Yeah, 33k gold. They've got the arena, the Wind Waker, though, up onto the high ground. And they've got the overwhelming blink to follow with BKB being popped by FY. Yang, he needs to blink away as well. Arc Warden not there. He's inside the base, defending it at all costs.
Here go
Fallen
Yang.
Sky, Ravage out, BKB, pop by Yang, blink away. There's also a courier just kind of hiding here. Potentially looking to buy Somnus yet another Divine Rapier, but they'll spot it. God's Rebuke, they'll get the kill onto the courier. That's not going to happen again.
Dead for 4. Arc Warden clone, hitting not direct.
Backdoor protection, Earth Spike, Nullifier, and the Arc Warden Tempest double is gone. Almost. Very close.
Yeah. Yes.
I had a question. I'm broken. Flyby.
Bye-bye.
His courier dies. That had his heart, and well, he's dead as well. Dead for 2 minutes, gets an arena down, but he wasn't able to survive in it. It'll keep them locked up in a box for a second.
At least he can buy back and buy the hard recipe again. He has enough money to do so. But what is he
Yeah.
gonna drop for it? Probably the Aeon Disc. Like, Aeon Disc at this point is so worthless. Because he keeps getting nullified anyway.
Let's see if he does that. Or if they just don't jump until he comes back alive without using buyback. They've got the Hex on a Red Panda. They're moving FY in with the finger. That'll put the Aeon Disc. Hunter's Boomerang. And that's going to be reflected all the way back onto FY. Seer Stone sees all. Red Panda and goes in with the primal split, but they got the Ravage under the D-Stones with the Andis as well as the BKB being popped. Yuri's is trying to get in there, but Wind Waker up to the air, throws the stun down. Can they get the kill here? Ravage comes out from the Tidehunter. They've got themselves the Ghost Ship fleet coming through, and now the right clicks on a Yuri's, but get the kill! No, they won't! Wind Waker, Ravage, once again with the BKBs being popped around the horn by the side of Elephant, but it's not going to do them any good. They still have all 5 heroes here on the side of RNG. They've got the Bushback coming out on 3 of these heroes as well as the Finger. They get the kill on the T-Stones. Sharpshooter, that flies in. They take out Eurus. He's gone 98 seconds with buyback, but Elephant thinking about turning this one around, looking over at Felix. He's got himself a Divine Rapier, maybe no more, and yes, no more. He's dead for 2 minutes. They're going to overwhelming Blake and look for the spear, but that's not going to land with the BKB pop by Yang, and now running out of that arena. The Hex is out on the Tempest double, as well as the Bushwhack on the Tempest double. They won't go to kill it, and the Divine Rapier picked up by Felix once again. They did not get the throne. They did force the buyback from D-Stones.
I think the biggest thing they got this time around was the glyph. So that's gonna be on cooldown for a good 5 minutes. We'll see if they make use of that, because Lash is back in a minute and they have a 3-minute window where the throne could potentially be exposed. Like, you could plan for something like a very deep Ravage just to catch the Arc Warden while you're all hitting the throne, so you can't bubble it. Would probably be the best game-ending play. But there's just no way you can kill it if there's ever a bubble on it.
Yeah. I'm still curious as to how 3 Ravages is not enough.
Well, if you stack the refresher shards, can you refresh a refresher shard?
No.
Are you positive?
No. Double Divine Rapier here for Templar Assassin? No. Dropping one in the base.
Yep.
Okay.
Keeping it for bad time. Gonna ration your success, you know?
I will say at least they're using the Divine Rapiers in this game. And the last time we did this, the Arc Warden bought 3 Divine Rapiers just for the hell of it and to invest in Divine Rapiers and never even use them.
Yeah, we're about
But
to...
we're at that mark.
Yep, yep. Lion has 5.2k health, by the way.
Casual. Ooh, finger reflected.
He
All right,
almost
Red
triggered his
Panda.
own A on this.
And again, do we wait for Roche? That's the question.
No, we can't wait anymore because...
Roche is up in 23 seconds.
Yeah, but the glyph is on cooldown only for 2.5 more minutes. It's way more important than the Roche right now. At least there's a window to win. Like, if it's past 2 minutes, then they can go to Roche again. They're smoking up, they know there's no glyph.
They'll go in, and now they've got the fingers. Well, the Nullifier, the Ravage comes down. Red Panda's not going to be able to get the Primal Split off. He's going to be dead for 2 minutes. He does have buyback. Oh,
I think they're planning for that play.
That Earth Spike range, the plus 800 Earth Spike range.
Yep.
Gosh,
screens at this point.
Hunter's Boomerang. Calls that Earth Spike. Taking care of the Tempest double, but it's going to be resummoned immediately. Yang thinking about going in with that Ravage. He's trying to find an opening, trying to find a moment to go in there. Never does. Roche is alive.
They're pinging it out, but they're actually doing it.
Well, the Psionic projection, Samus can just get over there.
Yeah, but the problem is Glyph is coming off cooldown in 90 seconds, so... Do they
By
have
the way,
a timing
Arc
still?
has 103,000 net worth.
Yeah. Yeah, he's too rich.
And there
so
it is,
what's the
Aegis
Glyph timing?
Cheese, Refresher Shard, and Ag's Blessing for the nth time.
75 seconds. Triple Ravage. Like, the play is to definitely just stun them and hit the throne. Like, Arc Warden needs to be stunned. Don't let him get out the bubbles. And then I think he can take the throne. He has no status resistance, so he's going to be stunned for a long time. But I think it's
Initiate play, Jacques, no cleaning.
45 seconds left on the Glyph.
Eurus blinking in forward with the BKB. They're going to go after this throne, try and get it down with the BKB pop by Eurus. He's gonna pop the refresher and still trying to stay in here. Ghost ship coming through. Now the Wind Waker, it's a Ghost ship fleet. Wind Waker all the way back with the BKB still on Eurus. He's trying to run away from this one now. Sonic with the right clicks over onto the Pandas. They've got the Ravage coming in on the multiple heroes. They will go over. That's gonna be a second Ravage. Can they get a third Ravage
Yes,
up?
it is.
But no, he's gonna be hit by the Torrent. And now they've got the Arena Dome. They land the Spear on the Yang, and now he's gonna be dead. He's got the Aegis, but can he do anything? They only got the throne down at about half health. They've got Yang up once again. Super air spike comes in, but it's not gonna be enough. They will go over at Eurus with another BKB. Ravage comes out once again. They will go over the Tempest Double. They've got themselves the right click damage coming in from Somnus. Finger out. D-Stone's gone. He's gonna be dead for 2 minutes. Can they finally finish this game off with the BKB being caught by Flyby? Sharpshooter comes in on the Tempest Double. The throne. It's getting low. 1600, 1400, but they're losing heroes on the side of Elephant. They just can't do it. Somnus trying to get in another throne. The right click. The right clicks. There's the cliff. The cliff. I can't believe it. The cliff. The Earth Spike comes in on the Mars. They've got the damage coming into the Tempest Double. The Arc Ward now take the throne. Elephant will do it. Elephant will do it. Finally, 107 minutes in, they have the damage. They finally did it. Oh my God. A breath of fresh air.
That could have gone really wrong. You know, the Mars was just standing there with Bulwark and absorbing all the TA hits.
Oh my God. Whoa. Oh gosh. Yeah, Elephant 49 to 33. I mean, an hour 47 minutes, and it's only game one. And I've seen more kills in a 20-minute game. How did this happen? Oh, by the way, Red Panda casually going 0-18 and 25, not having a single kill that entire game. And Arc Warden only dying once, 17, 1 and 10. I mean, yeah. I guess we'll break it down in a second. We're gonna go to a quick break. Hopefully, a quick break, maybe. But we'll be back in just a moment. Stay right there, catch your breath, and come back and watch the breakdown. We'll see you in a second.